Hello everyone, myself Drushti Avarani. I am Gujarati, born and brought up in a vegetarian family. My husband is a Malayali and I am settled in Trivandrum since last 11 years. I am mother of two kids aged 4 and 7. Being a vegetarian, I used to consume plant-based food and dairy products. Till the age of 20, I used to consume almost 3 glasses of milk a day, and thereafter I used to consume at least a glass of milk every day. From the time I remember, I used to relish paneer pieces in all the curries and sabjis. I used to love milkshakes and I was an ardent fan of cheese pizza. This all changed in March 2018. During that time, my friend Preeta Rajan shared a video titled What the Dairy Industry Doesn't Want You to Know. It is by Dr. Neil Bernard. It is a long video, so I thought let me watch it once the kids are asleep. That night when I watched the video, it really made me uncomfortable. I started thinking about my food, my family, the way our family is eating, and I started questioning the society as such. The next day, I searched on internet for cruelty in dairy industry in India, and bang, I came across a video titled Deadly Dairy. After seeing the video, I was really disturbed and I thought, why being a mother I am doing it to another mother. Mother cow is suffering so much, and that baby calf is denied his mother, her mother's milk, because we need to consume that milk, right? So I thought I should go dairy free and I decided to do so. At that time I was at my mother's place and my mother supported me in my decision but asked me to continue giving dairy to kids. I also got convinced that time because I was not sure myself how I am going to move forward on the vegan path. Thereafter I moved back to Trivandrum and I started making lot of vegan food. I made vegan ghee, soya milk, vegan cake, vegan pizza, and everybody at home was enjoying. My husband, my kids were loving the new experiments and new tastes, new dishes I was preparing. And in the same time, I was exploring lot of things on internet related to veganism. So I found that actually eating animal products is not sustainable for us as humans now at this juncture when we are going to cross 8 billion population mark soon. So there are certain things which I would like to highlight here, that by changing just our diet we can help address so many issues by just sitting at home. So first is water crisis. India is going to face a big water crisis by year 2030, and if we are raising animals for our consumption, these animals are standing first in line for that water consumption. Rather, why not we grow plant and eat them, and that way we are reducing and helping address the water crisis. Second issue which I would like to highlight is the world hunger problem. See, we need to feed the farm animals a lot of grains and other things, right? Husk and crops and everything. So instead of growing food or crops for farm animals, we can grow food for the hungry people, the needy people, and feed them. But these farm animals are standing before the hungry people for those grains, right? Third thing which I would like to highlight is, by going vegan, we are saving our rainforests. To grow crops we need land, and land can only be made available by chopping off our forests. By going vegan, we are helping address this issue. And if there are more forests, the fourth issue which we can help address is increase our wildlife species. The rate at which the animals and the species are getting extinct because of deforestation is just unimaginable. So we can lower that rate by becoming vegan. And the other point I would like to highlight here is we can switch to a healthy diet by becoming vegan. Each and every animal product, be it dairy, meat, or egg, contains cholesterol, and it is not good for our health. We all know. None of the plant-based food contains cholesterol. There are so many things related to health and plant-based food, which I would like to leave in the references section. And the last point I would like to highlight here is we can go vegan to save our planet for the future generation. So there are a lot of issues or lot of hue and cry related to climate crisis these days. So by going vegan, we can address the climate crisis. Methane is released by the cattle. The dairy animals are so huge in number that the greenhouse gas, methane gas, which is released by them, is creating climate crisis, raising the temperature of earth, creating dead zone in ocean. So we can address this by going vegan. So these are some of the points in addition to animal liberation that will help us save this planet. So these I would like to move on to my vegan journey now ahead. So I had become vegan and my husband was still not convinced, but ours is a love marriage and my husband is a man of principles. So by lot of talking and explaining, finally he got convinced to go vegan, and he over a period of 6 months he transitioned from being a non-veg dairy consumer to a vegan person. Then after we started sensitizing kids also that what being vegan is. We stopped going to zoos, and I'm not wearing any silk clothes, no leather items, and we do not enjoy the elephant marching in the temple procession. So all this was my and my husband's effort of sensitizing kids that how animals feel and how we would feel if we were in their shoes. So that was it. And I would like to highlight that initially I had stopped giving dairy to my kids once I moved to Trivandrum in June 2018 for like 2-3 months to see what happens. And my older kid was having lot of respiratory infections, and she was on and off antibiotics. That was when she was consuming dairy milk. So when I stopped during that 3 months, she suddenly started not getting any respiratory infection. So that was something which I observed, and after I was not convinced, and I was getting a lot of inputs from my friends and relatives and everyone that please don't stop dairy for at least kids. I again gave them kids in like October 2018, started giving them milk, and my daughter started getting respiratory infection again. So there is some relation between dairy and respiratory infection. Then came the time of 9th February 2020, and we had the vegan potluck of friends in Trivandrum, and it was a wonderful day. We had lot of vegan dishes. We enjoyed exchanging vegan ideas, met so many like-minded people, and it was a great day. But once I reached home, I felt like a hypocrite because I was advocating for veganism at the event, and at home I was giving dairy milk and giving everything dairy to my kids. So in agreement with my husband, we started making our kids also vegan, and from 10th February we are raising vegan kids, and I really am happy that I'm raising them vegan, because in dairy products there are a lot of unwanted hormones and antibiotics added, which cause more harm than good to our body. So I'm raising healthy vegan kids, and I'm really proud mother. Moving on to references section, Cowspiracy is a documentary which narrates what major environmental groups don't want us to know about the sustainability part. Then What the Health is also a good documentary which all of us should watch for our health's sake. Forks Over Knives describes how we can reverse and prevent some of the diseases by going on plant-based food. For a Moment of Taste by Purva Joshipura, who is ex-PETA head of India, exposes the Indian dairy and meat industry, and the facts and figures in this book are really worth noting. So all of us should read this book as well. The books which are coming up now are mainly helping us to reverse our diseases by simply switching on to plant-based diet. So as I had mentioned in my presentation, plant-based diet has lots of benefits, and these books just highlight them. This book by Dr. Nandita Shah of Sharan India tells how we can reverse our diabetes in just 21 days. And this is my journey as a vegan. Hope I have given you enough reasons to go vegan. My reason for going vegan is animal liberation and sustainability. Please choose your reason and go vegan. Thank you.